Sarasota real estate statistics. We've started talking about them as we've opened an office there. Our new office is located at 7430 North Tamiami Trail. And the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee, similar to the Greater Tampa Association, releases statistics every month. And I just wanted to touch on them really quick to give our clients an update, or our listeners down there that hear us and have heard us for years but never heard us talk a lot about Sarasota because we've expanded into that market. But property sales in October, a lot of similarities between Tampa and Sarasota in terms of some of the math. Now the prices down there are higher and there's not as many sales or as much population, but it saw similarly property sales in October dropped a little bit compared to September. So in Sarasota County there were 880 sales, in Manatee County there were 708 sales, so about a 1% down from September's total of 1608. Median sales prices saw both increases and declines, as did the average sale prices. What's interesting is it appears that similar to Tampa Bay, or not similar, dissimilar to Tampa Bay, we're seeing condo prices and townhome prices in that market start to slide down, and single-family homes still rising. I think a lot of the builders and developers down there got in front of the whole condo market, and I think in the condo market they recovered a little quicker, and it's a little softer now because condo prices are not gaining. In Tampa Bay, condo prices are gaining dramatically. Down there, they're really kind of stagnant. A lot of inventory, a lot of builders and developers went to townhomes because they thought, an older population, more retirees would want multifamily, and I think they're finding the opposite's true.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think the older generation probably wants maybe a one-level.
That's right.
Home.
They want a home. They're tired of dealing with condos. Even if it's cheaper, economy's doing better. They got more disposable income, so they're saying, forget downgrading into a condo. Let's maybe just go to a smaller single-family home. So we're seeing, that's an interesting trend. A couple of market stats for October 2015, Sarasota County single-family home average sale price of $319, up from October of 2014 of $305. Then we've got single-family homes in Manatee County, average sale price of $329, up from $281 last year. I thought that was kind of interesting. So Manatee County has a higher year-over-year increase in the single-family home price than Sarasota County. And then when you talk about condos and townhomes, you see the average sale price go from $300 to $249 year over year in Sarasota County, and that's townhomes and condos. But the townhomes and condos in Manatee County went up from $174 to $204. So it does appear that maybe that was a Sarasota County unique thing. Again, that's the area where you seem to have a little bit more retiree population, and you had some of the larger scale builders build a lot of condos and townhomes over the last few years. So year over year, more home sales as well. If you look at the number of sales, it's up, but not dramatically. It doesn't appear that there's the same dramatic increase in number of sales year over year that Tampa had compared to Sarasota. But a few other statistics from 2014 of October to 2015 of October, the number of closed single-family home sales went from 397 to 457 in Manatee County. Then you had, and that is, that is focusing on the distressed market. So there's more distressed sales there, which is interesting because Tampa, we're seeing less distressed sales. So that side of the market is still impacting down there, while our market sees less distressed sales. That they're starting to see a little bit more of that action. So again, Sarasota real estate statistics. We're going to post a link to this so you can see it all. It goes into a lot of detail. It's interesting how there they kind of separate it out a little bit. We don't do that as much here, but down in their market they separate between Sarasota and Manatee. But similarly, across the board you're seeing higher prices and more home sales. Prices rose, considerably in some of the markets and not in others, but across the board more home sales, better prices, but starting to see that softening and that slowdown that we see, over the holiday months. And when I say that, what's interesting about that market is this year we're seeing a bit of a slowdown from the statistics, but normally it doesn't. Normally this is the end season for them because you get the population growth, the retirees, and the people coming down to buy from New York. But this year it started to slow a little bit. So far this year it's been a little bit of an anomaly in that the sales from prior months usually start to pick up a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of months.
I think that's probably partly due to all of our talk about all the new regulations that were coming out and everything that slowed down a lot of realtors. There was a lot of uncertainty in the market, and really, we haven't. I mean, we haven't been slowed down really, and it's kind of a testament to everybody involved doing their homework and getting coordination in these new government rules. That it's been a pretty smooth process. You have to
Yeah,
say.
I have to admit, I think we were concerned over a lot more. A lot more delays and things, and I think we had a consistent number of extensions and delays into the next month that we had, in a normal month. Now our November this year was definitely up from last year, so we had a better November. We did have some deals pushed, but I think that happens every month. That's not TRID, that's not the new regulations, that's just normal.
Yeah, and I mean, at least with our company, I mean, we ramped up, some staff numbers, and I have to say, things are moving much quicker, much better than I would have even anticipated.